So Representative Blake, you took a lot of liberty in attributing motives to the people that sat in these chairs in 1925 and passed a resolution to attribute that this star meant something. And I think a lot of the motives and a lot of the things that you expounded on cannot be found in that resolution or in that code that they passed. How would you feel if 90 or 100 years from now, somebody looked back and attributed motives to why we would vote for your bill? And in context, we currently have Native American tribes building casinos that the citizens of the state of Arkansas just passed a amendment to say they could build casinos. And so 90 years from now, somebody looks back and says, well, Representative Payton was just all about the money-hungry taxes that we're going to get from casinos, and so they rededicated this star for that purpose. I wouldn't appreciate that. And I'm sure that if the men and women that voted on this in 1925 were here, they wouldn't appreciate the liberty you took in assigning their motives as to why they put it on there. What we have is the language that put the star on the flag. And if we're going to honor our heritage, and we're going to allow other people to honor their heritage, then I believe that it's an affront for us to assign motives to the people that voted to put this on there that's not in the code. So how would you feel if somebody 90 years from now came up with, you're not going to be here to argue about it, came up with a whole set of motives and said, this is why Representative Blake ran this bill?
If they were doing exactly what I was doing, was setting the historical context, which is factual, the historical context of that time period. I didn't take any liberties in history. I didn't take any liberties in fact. That was the actual facts of things that were happening between 1919 and 1925. Now, if the liberties were taking, I didn't assign motives. I set a context of the time period. Now, I said, in my opinion, one could say. In your opinion, one could say something else. But if someone looked 90 years from now and said, this is why he did this, and they want to look at the historical context of what's happening in 2018, 2019, and 2020, they have the right to say, this is the historical context. This is what we believe.
Well, and as you noticed, I gave you some historical context that they could attribute to this.
65% of the state voted for the casino bill. So I'm asking what would be the motives? I'm still lost on the.
If I could follow up, I'll clarify that.
Okay.
Question, Representative Payton.
Thank you. That constitutional amendment that passed just put it in the Arkansas Constitution that certain tribes would be allowed to open the casino.
Was it certain tribes, or was it? I don't think the tribes were in the Constitution, were they?
I believe so. But thank you. We're off the bill now.
Yeah, we need to get back on the bill, and y'all can have that debate at a later date. But
I see you at 1 o'clock, Payton.
just a minute, Representative. Representative Clowney, you have a question? You're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. This one's quick. I represent